What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. Bill Gates is an American icon as an investor and a businessman, founder of the powerhouse company Microsoft. And you may even know of some of his colleagues like Steve Ballmer, former CEO of Microsoft and owner of the Los Angeles Clippers, Paul Allen, who passed away, also coming underneath his tree. And even Bill Gates came from a really good family. His father was a tax attorney. His mother was on the board of School of Regents for University of Washington. And even his high school days, he was paying $25,000 a year to go to high school. So Bill Gates has lived a privileged life, but he's been able to create more of a privileged life for himself and his children. At one point, he was the richest man in the world, youngest billionaire, I believe, of all time on Forbes. So just imagine that. Imagine you've accomplished all of these things. He's a really great stock picker also, just in investments. He's a very talented guy. You get divorced, and as a white billionaire, you find out that your daughter, Phoebe, is allegedly dating a black man. Now, I want to talk about this because some of you will say, well, we are in the age of neutrality towards race. That doesn't exist. Racism does not exist. But I like to beg to differ, okay? Because I always wanted to know, white women from very rich families, why or what do they gain if they date out of their race? I'm not saying just black men, but out of their race. But if we want to make it a black discussion, let's talk about that. Because typically, behind closed doors, we know that there must be some conversation about this. How would the family be looked at by the other powerful families in the world? Your daughter bringing home or dating a black man. Now, this black man may be also from somewhat of an elite family. He may also be talented, also maybe at Harvard University. He could be a great guy. I'm not discounting that. But what are the reasons that the young lady will even go that route? Could it be that she's liberal? Could it be that she's rebellious? Those are the things, but still she would culturally have a price to pay for dealing with black men. We all know this is the truth. This is why a lot of times, wealthy white women, if they deal with black men, it's really on the hush because there is a cultural price that they may pay. But ultimately, I believe it's something else. I believe that a lot of young white women, when they're dating black men, and I cannot prove this, they have some serious disdain towards their father. Let me explain why. Bill Gates was known for a lot of cheating against his wife. Infidelity went on a lot throughout the marriage. I know what guys are going to say. This is a very rich guy. He should be able to do what he'd like. And I believe he even had that sort of arrangement in his marriage. He used to go out with his ex-girlfriend twice a year. It was arranged, from what I understand. But now the kid doesn't see it that way. The kid is not going to look at it the fact that my dad is one of the richest people on planet Earth. And he's hurting my mother because he's out here cheating on somebody else. Kids are not going to see it that way. And I know you guys are saying I'm reaching, but hear me out. Hear me out. A lot of women, I believe, who date interracially have seen their father treat their mother in a different way that is not beholden of a man despite his success. And this is what pushes them towards something different. Because I'm going to prove it to you in the opposite way. Why are black men dating non-black women? Want to know where it starts from? They have seen something in their own family with their mothers, with their grandmothers, that they believe is a characteristic amongst many or most in the community. It has turned them off towards women in their community to a certain degree. And it has pushed them towards something else where they feel that it is less controlling. There's more opportunity for love in the relationship and open lanes for communication. So what I'm saying is when white women are looking to date black men, especially the ones that are rich, they're not looking for money. They are looking for open lanes of communication and more say-so, more input into the relationship to be less controlled. And they have seen something in their father that has made them look at the rest of those men in their community a certain way. It could be a physical attraction towards that man. It could be that. I'm not saying that it can't be that. But ultimately, for a woman like that, who knows the rules of racism, to put it all out on the line, because some people will look at that as an embarrassment. It has to be something. She's seeing Bill do something that she just isn't. And when white men see their daughters dealing with black men, what must they think about themselves? What did I do wrong? This is the reason why black women don't want you coming home with a white woman. Why, guys? Why is it that your mom says, don't you bring no white girl home here? Because what does that mean? It is evident that I did something wrong. I wasn't a feminine enough woman for you. You gave up on the race because of me. You made me give up on the community because of women like me. It's a slap in the face. I don't care how liberal somebody is. Most men who have worked to see their children grow up and do something, for them, it is disheartening to see their kids that come home with somebody else. And it might not even be that way. It might be that person's a good person, just a different color, race. I get it, guys. Listen, don't crucify me to the cross here. Here's what I'm saying. It must mean something. It would hurt you. You're a black man. You done right by your daughter. She comes home with a white guy. You would ultimately look and say, what did I do? It's possible you couldn't have done anything wrong. But it's possible that you did do something wrong and you didn't know. That's the discussion that we need to have and be serious about it. Because a lot of our black men are going out of the community, our black women, because of something their parents, they saw them do. And the parents are unaccountable for the decisions that they made. Therefore, we see what has transpired. But guys, what do you think? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. I already appreciate you for all that you do. Subscribe at the bell. Check out the first comment at the top. And as you know, the buffoonery remains an all-time high. I'm out.